I'm going to show you what we need to do to clean the pipes out and get ready for winter. Stick around. So I've got this right here, and what this has is a female end that goes on your hose, and then it's got a fitting here that goes on your air compressor. So it'll blow air through the lines and rid them of water. We're gonna go in the barn, open up a couple valves, and what it'll do is it'll force the water out. We just do one at a time. Just leave that open all winter. Okay. Just leave that one open too. So essentially I open them front to back. It blows up the water in the front first, close that, go to the next one, the next one, next one, next one, till you get to the end. And then it flushes the rest of the water out, and then I come back and open the main drain here. And so then I just run air through the whole system for a few minutes. I have the last one here, which is the master drain. I'll get all the rest of it out. Got my bean boots. Some people call them duck boots, but they're bean boots made by LL Bean after the original design. Still made here in Maine. It's one of the few things they sell that's actually still made here in the state. When I was a kid, going to Beans used to be a whole thing. They always had pots of coffees out, and you could get snacks, and it was a whole thing. And mostly it was like a whole smorgasbord of local made items, at least in New England mostly. And you could go in the middle of the night and shop. We have the pet bowl here for the cats, plugged into the heater. So with winter coming, everything gets a little bit harder for both the animals. First thing I'm doing is using up the older hay up here, and then I'll switch over to the round bales. Really not very drafty down here, but what I do all winter is I just keep bedding down with straw, and they'll spread it around. They'll eat a little bit too, and it's just extra fiber. It doesn't hurt them. A lot of people don't like round bale feeders, and for good reason. If you get a lot of rain and moisture and you put your hay in there, then it gets moldy and they won't eat it. But once winter comes and then you start just getting snow, it doesn't hurt it. The animals will eat it, and the babies will actually crawl up inside it and eat it too. But I want to get this moved up back right now before it freezes down here, and then I don't have it. This area down here is what I call my sacrifice field. And it's just a place to keep the animals. I don't tie them up in the winter.
like we used to when I was a kid. Back then we brought them all in the barn and they all had their own stall with a pole and a chain, and they just were tied up in that one spot all winter. But I don't do that anymore. I did initially, but now I just let them have this area, and then I close off the gates to the other fields. And actually this field comes back after a while. Once I open up the pastures and put them out there, I closed that one off. Let's see if we have all the sheep. Where's Henry? Come on, buddy. Come on. This area is off limits now. You can have it this spring. So now I've got the animals here, and they can go out there in the animal cemetery and underneath the barn. And as you've noticed, these guys will be on hay and grain now until spring. They got their nice wool fur on here, so they'll all be okay. You can see the sheep are all wooled up for the winter. Here you can see we've got the heated water again for the cows and the sheep. Now sheep will get some of their moisture from the snow, but as you can see we don't have much right now. And with the animals all eating hay, they're going to drink more water. With the green grass they actually get some liquid from the grass itself, but in the winter time the hay is dry, so they're going to consume more water. So daily we have to come out here and fill this trough. It doesn't take very long, and it gives us a chance to put eyeballs on the cows and sheep just to make sure everything's going okay. I like to watch the animals anyway. You can learn a lot by coming out here and paying attention to their behaviors. Pretty sure neither one of the sheep took this year. I got rid of the rams a little early, which was fine. I felt like giving them a break anyway. I'm going to buy some more dorper stock in the spring. Get some fresh dorper blood in here, and then cross some more katahdin dorpers, because I think, like I've mentioned in previous videos, those are probably the best tasting sheep. Again, it's really important during the winter time when it's cold that you go out several times during the day and check your eggs. I probably go out 3 or 4 times, and then you don't get the frozen cracked eggs. I do mix ground corn and oats in with the chicken grain, along with kelp and black oil sunflower seeds. The corn actually yellows up the yolks considerably, and I get that from my family, so it actually cuts down on my grain bill. It's natural for chickens to slow down this time of year. A lot of times they'll go into a molt and shed their feathers, get new feathers. We just don't push them as hard as we could in the winter, even though we could probably get more by doing some other tricks. You also have to remember that chickens, Mother Nature wouldn't have birds hatching out eggs when it's sub-zero, because they wouldn't make it. So usually in the spring is when you'll find the egg production will pick up. So we still have one more thing to do after I take care of these eggs and the sun goes down a little bit. And we're gonna go get the Christmas lights, and they're projectors now. We use lasers, so we're gonna put that on the house. It's time to go out and give the cows their supper, and then we'll grab some cords and the Christmas lights and get those hooked up. So let's go take care of the animals first.
Gets dark early this time of year, 4 o'clock. Then by, 7 o'clock you feel like it's 10 o'clock, but it's only 7, and it's just a weird time of year without daylight. Can you see if there's any eggs? Let's see. We need it's a generator cable. We don't need that. There's one cord. We need that. This cord, we need that. Now this one works. I just tested it. Let's try this other one. See if we can get it. It's up here. These things doesn't work now. Alright, it's dusk. Let's take a little walk out here. See if that thing kicked on yet. Get some nice sunsets up here though. And I can see the little glow on it, so it's definitely shining. Sure beats doing it the Chevy Chase way. Yeah, it looks fine. It's not quite dark yet, but it's all colors: green, blue, red. Looks good. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Thanks and have a great day.